Hello, everyone, and welcome back to English Podcast Every Day. It's great to have you with us.
Woohoo, and I'm here too, your co-host Sarah. So glad you're tuning in today.
Absolutely, Sarah. And if you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of our episodes packed with useful English tips.
Yes, subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. We love having you as part of our learning family. And today, Alex, we're diving into a topic that I think a lot of people can relate to.
Oh, definitely, Sarah. We're talking about that feeling when you've meticulously planned out every single detail of a project or a goal.
But then you just can't take that first step.
Exactly, the planning your whole life perfectly but can't take the first step syndrome. We'll be exploring why this happens and, more importantly, how to overcome it.
It's going to be a fantastic episode, full of practical advice and some fun role plays. So, grab your favorite drink, settle in, and let's get started.
All right, so today we're tackling a fascinating and, frankly, very common human experience: the paradox of perfect planning without action.
Oh, Alex, I know exactly what you mean. It's that feeling where you've spent hours, maybe even days, mapping out every single detail of a new project, a business idea, or even just a new fitness routine. And then you just freeze.
Precisely, it's a classic case of analysis paralysis. That's our first key phrase today: analysis paralysis. It describes a situation where an individual or group is unable to make a decision or initiate action due to overthinking a problem or overanalyzing data.
Yes, like you want to learn a new language, so you buy all the books, download all the apps, research the best methods, create a perfect study schedule. But then you never actually open the first textbook. You're stuck in analysis paralysis.
Exactly, and for English learners, this is so relevant. You might spend hours planning out your perfect study routine, researching grammar rules, compiling vocabulary lists, but then you hesitate to actually speak, to make mistakes, to engage in real conversations.
That's when you're overthinking it. That's our second key phrase. When you're overthinking it, you're spending too much time thinking about something in a way that is not helpful, often making it seem more complicated than it is. It's like you're playing mental chess with yourself.
A perfect description, Sarah. Another way to put it is you're getting cold feet. This idiom means to suddenly become too frightened to do something you had planned to do. You've planned the whole marathon, but at the starting line, you get cold feet.
Oh, absolutely. Like when I wanted to try skydiving. I watched all the videos, read all the safety manuals, learned about the equipment. But then standing at the edge of the plane, I totally got cold feet and had to be gently nudged out. True story.
Haha, Sarah, that's a fantastic example. And finally, we have paralysis by analysis, which is essentially a more formal way of saying analysis paralysis. It emphasizes the negative outcome, the paralysis, that results from too much analysis.
So, whether you're overthinking it, getting cold feet, or experiencing analysis paralysis, the core problem is the same. You're stuck before you even start. And that's what we're going to help you overcome today. All right, everyone, now let's hear a real conversation. Listen closely for those key phrases we just learned. Here's a chat between Michael and Nicole about their wellness goals.
Hey Nicole, how's that new running plan going? I saw you posted about it last month, really detailed stuff.
Oh, hey, Michael. Well, it's still a plan. I spent ages, like weeks, mapping out the perfect routes, finding the best shoes, even creating a custom playlist for each run. But I haven't actually gone out yet.
Sounds a bit like analysis paralysis, doesn't it? You've got all the information, but you're stuck before the first step.
Exactly, that's the perfect phrase for it. I keep thinking, What if it rains? What if my knee hurts? What if I'm too slow? I'm definitely overthinking it.
Yeah, I get that. It's easy to get caught up in all the what-ifs. It sounds like you're getting cold feet about actually starting.
Totally. I planned everything so perfectly that now I'm scared to mess it up. It's paralysis by analysis for sure. My brain is just stuck.
I've been there. Remember when I wanted to start learning guitar? I bought the most expensive guitar, all the books, online courses. I even drew out a practice schedule for every day.
So yeah, and what happened?
I played it for maybe 2 weeks, then got completely overwhelmed. I was so focused on having the perfect setup that I forgot to just, play. Total overthinking.
That sounds exactly like my running plan. I'm so worried about not hitting my target pace or not running far enough that I haven't even put on my new shoes.
Maybe the key is to simplify it. Just go for a walk or a short jog. Don't worry about the perfect playlist or the exact route. Just get out there.
You're right. I think I've planned myself into a corner. I need to stop overthinking and just start. Maybe tomorrow morning I'll just put on the shoes and walk around the block.
That sounds like a great first step. Break that analysis paralysis cycle. Don't let those cold feet win.
Thanks, Michael. I needed to hear that. Sometimes you just need someone to tell you to stop planning and start doing. Wish me luck.
Good luck, Nicole. You got this.
All right, everyone, welcome back. That was a great conversation between Michael and Nicole. Now let's break it down and unpack some of the fantastic language they used.
That was such a relatable scenario. Nicole spent ages, like weeks, mapping out the perfect routes. That phrase, mapping out, is a great phrasal verb for planning in detail.
Absolutely, Sarah. To map out means to plan carefully and in detail, often visually or conceptually. It's more active than just planning. You're literally drawing out the steps, so to speak.
And then Nicole says, I keep thinking, what if it rains? What if my knee hurts? What if I'm too slow? This is a classic example of someone getting caught up in what-ifs. It's a common expression to talk about worrying about hypothetical negative outcomes.
Exactly. Michael also uses a great idiom when he says, you've planned yourself into a corner. This means you've created a situation for yourself where you have no room to maneuver or make progress because of your own actions or decisions.
Yes, it's like you've painted yourself into a corner, but with planning. And Nicole's response, I need to stop overthinking and just start, is such a simple but powerful realization.
Indeed, this conversation is a great illustration of B1 versus B2 vocabulary use. The core problem is clear, but the way they express it uses more nuanced and idiomatic language. For example, a B1 learner might say, I planned too much and now I can't start. A B2 learner like Nicole says, I've planned myself into a corner.
That's a fantastic point, Alex. And Michael's advice, maybe the key is to simplify it. Just go for a walk or a short jog. Don't worry about the perfect playlist or the exact route. Just get out there. Really cuts through the overthinking.
Cut through in this context means to deal with something quickly and effectively. He's helping her bypass the complexity. Another good one is when Michael says he got completely overwhelmed. This means he felt as though he had too many things to deal with, which is a common feeling when you're paralyzed by analysis.
Absolutely. And his final encouragement, break that analysis paralysis cycle. Don't let those cold feet win, is so uplifting. Don't let X win is a great way to tell someone not to let a negative feeling or obstacle defeat them.
Excellent point, Sarah. It provides a sense of agency and empowerment. So, from this conversation, we've reinforced our key terms like analysis paralysis and overthinking it, and introduced great phrases like mapping out what ifs, planned yourself into a corner, and cut through.
Fantastic! I hope our listeners are making notes because these are all super useful for everyday English conversations. Coming up next, we have another role play that explores this topic from a different angle. Now let's look at another really important side of this topic. Beyond personal discipline, how do our surroundings and relationships influence our healthy habits?
That's a fantastic point, Sarah. Often, when we're trying to make a big change or start a new project, we focus solely on our internal motivation, but external factors play a huge role.
Exactly. Think about it. If you're trying to eat healthier, but your fridge is full of junk food and all your friends want to order pizza every night, it's going to be a real uphill battle. That's what we call swimming against the current.
Swimming against the current. That's our first new phrase. It means to act contrary to the prevailing opinion or general trend, to do something difficult because it goes against the natural flow. It implies a lot of effort for little progress.
Right. And on the flip side, if you're surrounded by people who are supportive and share your goals, it feels like you're riding the wave.
Riding the wave is a great contrast, our second phrase. It means to successfully take advantage of an opportunity or a favorable situation. It's about letting the momentum carry you forward.
Exactly. So, if you're trying to start a new business and all your friends are constantly telling you it's too risky, that's swimming against the current. But if they're cheering you on and offering help, you're riding the wave of support.
This leads us to our third phrase, the path of least resistance. This describes the easiest way to do something or the course of action that avoids difficulty or opposition. If you want to start, make it easy for yourself.
Yes, for example, if you want to read more, instead of buying a huge, intimidating classic, put an engaging, easy-to-read book right next to your bed. That's the path of least resistance to starting a new reading habit.
A common mistake here is confusing the path of least resistance with laziness. It's not about being lazy, it's about strategically setting up your environment so that the desired action is the easiest one to take.
Absolutely. It's about designing your life to support your goals, not hinder them. So instead of I'll try to resist temptation, it's I'll remove the temptation altogether. That's a game changer.
Indeed, by understanding these external factors, we can shift from constantly swimming against the current to riding the wave by finding the path of least resistance. All right, everyone, let's hear another real-world example. This time, we have Adam and Sky discussing their fitness journeys. Listen out for those new phrases we just covered.
Hey Sky, how's your new gym routine going? I haven't seen you at the cafe as much lately.
Oh, hey, Adam. It's actually going really well. I'm finally getting into a rhythm. For a long time, I felt like I was swimming against the current with my fitness goals.
Swimming against the current? What do you mean?
Well, my roommates always had junk food around, and my friends always wanted to go out for big dinners. It was so hard to stick to my healthy eating plan. Every choice felt like a battle.
Ah, I see. So you felt like your environment was making it difficult to achieve your goals.
Exactly. But then I decided to change things. I started meal prepping on Sundays, and I talked to my friends about finding healthier activities we could do together.
That sounds smart. So you're not swimming against the current anymore.
Definitely not. Now, it feels like I'm riding the wave. My roommates are even trying to eat healthier with me sometimes, and my friends suggest hiking instead of just dinner. It's so much easier when everyone's on board.
Riding the wave, I like that. So you found the path of least resistance.
Exactly. Instead of trying to force myself to make difficult choices every day, I made the easy choice the healthy choice. I put my running shoes right by the door, and I stocked the fridge with healthy snacks.
That's brilliant, Sky. I'm always trying to force myself to do things I don't want to do, and it rarely works. I should try to find the path of least resistance for my own goals.
You totally should. It's not about being lazy, it's about being smart. Make it easy for yourself to do the right thing. For example, I even started listening to an English podcast while I walk to the gym.
Oh, that's a great idea. Combining a habit you want to build with one you already have. That's definitely the path of least resistance for learning.
Exactly. It makes it feel less like a chore and more like a natural part of my day. No more swimming against the current for me.
That's really inspiring, Sky. I'm going to rethink my approach to my own goals. Thanks for the advice.
Anytime, Adam, just remember to set yourself up for success.
Great conversation. Now let's break it down and compare B1 and B2 level language.
Absolutely, Sarah. Sky's opening line, "It's actually going really well. I'm finally getting into a rhythm," is a wonderful example of B2 natural speech.
Yes, getting into a rhythm is such a common and idiomatic way to say you're establishing a routine or finding a comfortable pace. A B1 learner might just say, "I'm doing my routine now."
And Sky follows up with, "For a long time, I felt like I was swimming against the current with my fitness goals." This directly uses our idiom, but notice the nuance. I felt like I was. This is hedging language, softening the statement.
That's a great point. A B1 speaker might just say, "It was difficult to achieve my goals." But "I felt like I was swimming against the current" paints a much more vivid picture and demonstrates higher level expression.
Adam then uses an excellent B1 level clarifying question. "What do you mean?" It's simple, direct, and effective. A B2 speaker might use a more elaborate rephrasing, but this is perfectly natural.
And Sky's explanation, "Every choice felt like a battle," is a fantastic metaphor. A B1 learner might say, "It was hard to make healthy choices," but "felt like a battle" conveys the struggle more powerfully.
Later, Sky says it's so much easier when everyone's on board. On board is another useful idiom here, meaning that everyone is in agreement or participating. A B1 learner might say, when everyone agrees.
And Adam's realization, "I'm always trying to force myself to do things I don't want to do, and it rarely works," shows great self-awareness. The phrase "force myself" is key here, highlighting the internal struggle.
Indeed, and Sky's advice, "just remember to set yourself up for success," is a fantastic B2 level phrase. It implies proactive planning and creating an environment where success is more likely. A B1 speaker might simply say, "Plan well."
So again, we see how B2 level language isn't just about knowing more words, but about using idioms, metaphors, and more nuanced phrasing to express ideas with greater precision and impact.
Exactly, it's about moving beyond stating facts to conveying feelings, attitudes, and subtle shades of meaning. All right, everyone, let's do a quick recap of everything we covered in today's episode.
What a journey, Alex. We started by tackling that frustrating feeling of planning your whole life perfectly, but can't take the first step.
Indeed, we introduced key phrases like analysis paralysis and overthinking it, which describe getting stuck in the planning phase. And don't forget getting cold feet.
Yes, and our first audio conversation with Michael and Nicole perfectly illustrated how someone can map out a perfect plan, but then plan yourself into a corner due to those what-ifs. Michael really helped Nicole cut through her overthinking.
Then we shifted to external influences, discussing how our environment can make us feel like we're swimming against the current or, ideally, riding the wave of support.
And the solution to that? Finding the path of least resistance. Sky's story in our second role play showed us exactly how to get into a rhythm by making the easy choice the healthy choice and setting yourself up for success.
So, whether you're battling analysis paralysis or swimming against the current, remember these tools and phrases to help you break free and take that crucial first step. We also highlighted the differences between B1 and B2 level vocabulary and expression throughout.
Fantastic summary, Alex. Our goal is always to equip you with the language and confidence to not just understand English, but to truly express yourself like a native speaker. Now, let's put it into practice.
Well, that brings us to the end of today's episode.
What a fantastic discussion, Alex. I hope our listeners feel inspired to take that first step, whatever their goals may be.
Absolutely, Sarah. Thank you all so much for tuning in and for being a part of our English podcast everyday community.
Yes, thank you. And if you enjoyed this episode, please don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and leave us a comment with your thoughts or any topics you'd like us to cover next.
Your engagement truly helps us grow and create more content for you. Keep practicing your English, keep learning, and remember that every small step counts.
That's right. Until next time, happy learning.